Alright, first off, I was never able to get in the live stream like I had hoped. I'm all new to this YouTube stuff, and I've never live streamed, so apparently the first time you live stream you have to send a request to do it, and it has to get approved. It takes 24 hours, yada yada yada, so I was unable to do that. The game is flat out embarrassment. It really seems like there is a big disconnect between Baker Mayfield and the head coach and play caller Kevin Stefanski. Let me say this. First off, Baker Mayfield, he's had a terrible year. He's been fucking terrible. I know people can say he's hurt, but he shouldn't be playing if he's that hurt, like I've said before. So I'm not going to let him or anybody make an excuse for him as far as that goes. He should have been benched last night. He's hurt this team week in, week out. He's lost games for this team. I've loved Baker Mayfield for the most part, but he was the number one overall fucking pick. The number one overall fucking pick. I know it's easy to say, what did we have before him? He's better than anything we've had. Well, yeah, but at some point we got to try to achieve greatness, and he's not fucking getting it done. He's inconsistent. He'll probably move on at some point, and he'll probably go dominate at another fucking team. That's just the way it goes with the Browns. He'll go fucking somewhere else and be a fucking top 10 quarterback and have a great career. I guarantee it. But right now, I think we need to move on from Baker. And until then, I don't want to see any more fucking Baker Mayfield commercials, even though the commercials are okay. He doesn't deserve all these fucking commercials. He makes the stupidest fucking decisions. It's so mind-boggling. Missing guys. He was brought into the league. His best attribute coming into the league was his accuracy. His accuracy has been fucking awful. I know he has a harness on his left shoulder. I don't give a fuck. If he's that bad, get him off the fucking field. Alright. Next, Kevin Stefanski. I'm not going to sit here and say we should fire Kevin Stefanski, even though I want to. I know a lot of people are, but I think he needs to be asked to give up play calling. His play calling is sus. Why the fuck is Baker Mayfield dropping back, especially if he's so-called injured, and we have offensive line trouble? Why is he dropping back 40 fucking times in a game? 40 times. Why are we not running the fucking ball? That's just fucking ridiculous. I don't understand Kevin Stefanski at all. I mean, shit. 40 fucking times. Kevin Stefanski abandons the run every fucking week, and he has all year, and it's cost this team. It's killed this team. His play calling in the fourth quarter has been atrocious. It has been fucking terrible. Kevin Stefanski needs to give up play calling. I think Kevin Stefanski is done with Baker Mayfield. I think they both want to part ways from each other. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I'm very interested to see how the offseason goes. You got Baker calling out the coaches the last few weeks at his press conferences. There's obviously some internal issues. We can't start over. We can't fire the head coach and start all over. I mean, we've done that too many fucking times. But he needs to give up fucking play calling. His head is, every time something fucking happens, his head is buried in that fucking play sheet. That's all he fucking cares about, is that fucking play sheet. It's fucking terrible. He has no discipline of this team. 9 fucking penalties. 9 fucking penalties. I just don't understand the approach and game plan of this game. You went empty set so many fucking times with a fucking quarterback who can barely stand up. He's so fucking hurt. And is obviously missing receivers that are wide fucking open. You got fucking third string tackles playing. Jedrick Wills, he's fucking terrible. He's slow. He's fucking regressed terribly. Yeah, I just don't understand. They need to check themselves before they wreck their fucking selves. Because if things don't get turned around and figured out, and Kevin Stefanski has a below 500 year next year, you got to consider letting him go. You have to. Next week's last game, I don't expect anything different. I'm sure Cincinnati will bench a lot of their starters, and I'd be surprised if we still, if we even won the game still. It doesn't matter. I think that, players are quitting on Kevin Stefanski, and players have lost trust in Baker Mayfield. At this point, I'm just ready for the season to be fucking over. I can't fucking deal with it anymore. I can't fucking do it. It's too much on me emotionally. I need to reset my brain, and I need a fresh start. We need answers. We need them now.